Saturday, I don't know the date, September 20th, 2009. I've had a little bit too much wine. Woo! Anyway, I was reading my email and I felt like making a video. So hello, Saturday video. How uncommon is this? I have so many things I want to say, and I want to protect myself from saying horrible things because my mind is a little altered. I wanted to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for the donations we have received since my last video on Thursday night / Friday morning. We have received over $1,000 in donations for Jason's surgery, which is just, we're both completely floored. I mean, just logging into the account and seeing it, it's like, oh my God. And you know what? Almost all the donations are $1 and $2. And that is profound. If you think about how many people it takes to make $1 or $2 donations to get 2,000. Now there are several people who've donated $20, $30, $33. A couple people donated $50, but the majority is like $1 to $5. And that is the power of community. It really is. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. So his surgery, the hospital requires $2,300. That's $2,300 up front. And then there's also the cost of the surgeon, which is $500 to $1,000, and the cost of the anesthesiologist, which is $500 to $1,000. So the grand total we're estimating at kind of roughly $3,500 or $3,500. And we're like almost a third of the way there, like 30%. And it's just mind-blowing. So I wanted to say, before anything else, everyone who has donated, everyone who has emailed me asking for an address where they can send a check or cash, which is not the wisest thing to do, but if it's what you must do, then disguise it in some papers. That is just beautiful. I wanted to address a couple things that were, the comments in that video have sort of turned into some raging arguments, which I'm not participating in because there's no point. But I did want to say, first and foremost, I'm not a racist. Only someone who really doesn't know me would say that. Given the fact that I was raised in a home that embraced basically every culture except for American culture, you should know that I'm open and loving and embracing of nearly all cultures and religions and people. It's just ludicrous to me, considering the kinds of people I've dated from all over the world. Someone who says that I'm racist is just very close-minded, and I can understand how what I said in that video would come across as such, but if you look at the guidelines for qualifying for Medi-Cal, you have to be poverty level income, which they define purely by your income, not necessarily by your income versus debt or something, but simply by the amount of money you make. Jason is barely above poverty level. And then on top of that, it's like you have to be poverty level, and even if you're slightly above, the only way to qualify is if you are a minority, especially in California, if you are Black or Hispanic. And then the only other qualifier is if you're a teen who's pregnant. And Jason is neither a minority or a teen who is pregnant. And he makes just barely above the poverty level income. Therefore, he does not qualify. It was not meant as a racist statement, and I really feel like I have to say that because it's just so ludicrous to me. If you look at who my best friends are across the globe, almost none of them are white. It's just so stupid to me. Anyway, it's such a stupid issue because I'm so not racist. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not, but I felt very offended by the fact that so many people thought I was, simply because of that one comment, which is not meant to say that if you're a racist you get handouts from the government, but it does give you an advantage in many social aid organizations. Anyway, then there was a lot of comments about, like, quit eating out and buying video games. I will remind you, Jason and I are not married, okay? I may make a good deal of money, He does not. I don't think that my income should justify his need, or lack of, in your eyes, need for money for surgery. I didn't think there was anything strange about asking. It wasn't like I said, pay into this fund or else. It was just like I said, if you have it in your heart to give $1. I mean, $1 is something you could find on the ground. Give $1. Give $5. That's like the cost of a meal, a good meal at McDonald's. Good meal. Give. And so many people have, hundreds of people have given, and it's just mind-blowing how much has been given. I just feel like, what does that have to do with how I live? I went through years and years and years of debt, of living paycheck to paycheck, of paying every last penny I made to the credit card companies because I'd made stupid decisions post-college with my credit card to the point where I had $12,000 in debt. By the time all is said and done, by the time I paid off my debt, I did the calculations, I paid almost $20,000 off in debt, making $26,000 a year. So think about how much I had to cut my lifestyle down. So for someone to say that because I live well now, because I was disciplined for 3 years and budgeted every last penny of mine so that one day I could live in prosperity, meaning I don't live paycheck to paycheck any longer. I have some money in savings and I don't live credit card bill to credit card bill. That doesn't necessarily mean that Jason isn't there right now. Jason is, through my guidance and through some other teachings, Jason and Robert are working through their debt, and it's going to be several years before they get through it. Everybody makes bad decisions. To judge someone on that just seems stupid to me, given that about 90% of America is in consumer debt. Anyway, just because I have some money in savings does not necessarily mean that suddenly Jason doesn't have to get a surgery. I love him and Robert to death. The two of them are some of my favorite people in the whole universe. But just because I don't want to pay for the entire surgery out of my savings and put myself back at ground zero does not make me a bad person. And it certainly doesn't make me frivolous. So yes, we go out to dinner sometimes. If you ever watch Below the Yellow Line, you will notice that by Friday or Saturday, we're at like 5 minutes into the video, and the last like 6 minutes of the video, 7 minutes of the video is all the weekend where we're having fun. We have annual passes to Disneyland. We have coupons for restaurants. We live frugally. Just because we go out does not mean we're living extravagantly. It's a very worthy distinction. Probably if I were completely sober, I would not be making this video, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. If you didn't feel Jason was deserving of $1 or $2 of yours, then you didn't donate, and that's fine. And the hundreds of people who did feel that way have donated, and my God, you guys are amazing. If we can work out a deal with the bank or with the hospital somehow that he could pay like $1,000 down and then put the rest on financing, he could have the surgery soon. And I know a lot of people said prevention is better and blah, 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 but, and I completely agree. Diet and health above all else. If you have cancer, take care of your diet, take care of your lifestyle, heal your body, and then see if you need Western medicine. That's how I feel. And that's how my sister approached her breast cancer. That's how my father approached 2 of his heart attacks. But beyond that, if you are sick perpetually and you know the cause and you know you can fix that, it seems like a worthy reason to invest in surgery and allow Western medicine to do its thing. I wouldn't recommend that everybody get their tonsils removed, but Jason has been sick every couple of months forever, even eating a relatively clean diet, and he continues to get these peritonsillar abscesses which close his throat. So to me, a tonsillectomy does solve a lot of the problems which otherwise could be solved otherwise. Anyway, thank you so much for your donations. I just felt the need to ramble and defend myself somehow. I'm having a great week. I have been eating healthy and feeling wonderful, meeting new people, going out with new friends. I've been just networking online and meeting random people in the area who I can go out with and experience new restaurants. And it's been an incredible journey moving to a new state and meeting new people. And I continue to marvel at the generosity and love of humans. So anyway, on that completely non sequitur thought, I will leave you, and I will see you Monday morning for Below the Yellow Line and Monday on Weight Loss Losers. Oh my God. As we start our new season, I am starting it all off with Monday, and I'll see you Thursday for another check-in. Take care, and God bless you. Thank you so much for your donations. If you still want to donate, I will put the link again in the sidebar. Bye.